Okay, this is going to be a really short video on visiting the Vatican. In a prior video, I kind of show what we did at the Vatican. But if the Vatican is on your itinerary of things to do, definitely pay the price financially, not in time and not in aggravation, because you're going to pay either way. What I mean by that is, we can measure it by how much time or how much money is worth your time, and looking at things like Disneyland. Even, do you want to spend time in line, or do you want to pay a little extra and go to the front of the line? So in 1998, when I visited, I literally just walked up to the ticket booth. 12 people, maybe 8 in front of me. I bought a ticket to go into the Sistine Chapel, to go to the museum. It was probably less than €10 at the time. I don't remember. I went in, very low crowds, 1998. I just meandered through, took all the time I wanted, didn't even rub elbows with anybody. Got onto the Sistine Chapel, looked at it all I want. Maybe 30 people were in there at that time. It was September 1998. Yesterday, what we did, Olivia and I, we ended up paying, which I don't mind, I'd do it all over again. We paid €127 for 2 people. What that included were the 2 entrance tickets that everyone has to pay regardless. It also included a small fee for the earphones that we used for listening to the explanation of the things we saw. It paid for the guy that was walking us around explaining everything. There was a breakfast, and it says American breakfast, and it was. I mean, it was a very robust breakfast after you tour it. And then we paid for the early access reservation. Now, that was $15 per person. Once again, the regular tickets, I paid a full price ticket at €17. Olivia's was 8 because she was under 18. The earphone things were $1.50 each. The guide was $16.50 each. The American breakfast was $18 each. And the early access was $15. It was very well worth it. We got there very early. It was all very well organized. This is the ticket, what the ticket looked like. You're going to want to go to the official website. It has to have these little icons. I saw many people that had different things, but this is what you want to see when you go to the website, is our little pictures like this. Very well organized. They give you directions and everything. We decided to stay at a hotel local and not with my cousin that night, for the fact of the early entry. So we entered, and it was like 1998. Our group was about 20 people. There might have been 4 groups meandering through the corridors. We didn't bump into each other. We might have passed each other a few times as far as groups go. Got some great still photos with nobody in the background. And we probably started the tour at 7:30 in the morning. We queued up at 7 to enter. And from 7:30 up until about 8:30, the Sistine Chapel actually opens at 8:30. So they take that first hour, we go through all these museum areas, and he lines it up perfectly that when the chapel opens at 8:30, you walk into the chapel. Maybe 2-3 groups are in there. Everyone, we're just sitting down. There's chairs now on the perimeter where they allow you to sit. And each interpreter with their little group is talking to us, explaining things. And then they give you you're doing that for about 10-15 minutes. Don't say anybody else. And they give you about 5 to 10 more minutes to be on your own, just to absorb it, look at it. No cameras, no photography. And then they gather you together and you walk to the breakfast area that starts serving, I think, at 9. I don't remember exactly. And you can spend all the time you want at breakfast. They give you a lot. I mean, multiple drinks, orange juice, yogurt, eggs, bacon, sausages, potatoes, pancakes. As much as you wanted to eat, you could have stayed there all afternoon. But we wanted to go up to the cupola, which is in the prior video. So for that, there's 2 ways. You can actually exit everything out and get back out on the street, go down and go through security again, show them your ticket, and they let you in again at the courtyard area. Or you can repeat your steps that you just did and get all the way through the Sistine Chapel and exit that way, so you bypass security and you get right into the main church of St. Peter's. So we decided to go that route. Well, either route will probably do you justice, actually, because I didn't want to go through security again. But by the time we got done eating, it was about maybe 9:30. Olivia and I decided to go around the same route we just did. And this time, wall-to-wall people, very loud. You can't see anything. You can't enjoy yourself. You spend most of the time, it's like telling somebody, hey, go enjoy Southern California and drive the freeways for an afternoon and you'll love it. No. You drive the freeways for the afternoon and you're in congested traffic. All you're doing is paying attention to what's in front of you and behind you, trying to navigate, negotiate the passageways. You can't see anything or hear anything or enjoy it. So if you decide to say, 127 for two people is not the route I want to go, I want to save money, I'll just go when it opens and I'll just deal with it when I get there. I'll pay the entrance. Number one, if you don't buy a ticket in advance, you're going to spend a huge amount of time just being queued up in the line just to get in as a normal day. If you just walk up, if you can get in. But I highly recommend not only buying a ticket online in advance, but doing the early entry. Do the whole 9 yards. You'll get to see so much more. Now, if you're on a shoestring budget, if you buy it in advance, you probably can buy it in advance with reservation and pay €17 per adult. If you're 17 or younger, you pay 8. So say if two adults want to come in, it would be about 30. I'm doing rough math. 17 I'm saying €38, 17 a piece. So you can get in under €40 for two people, two adults. Get in, see the Sistine Chapel, 40 or less. Yes, you can do that. Will you enjoy the experience? I don't know. Would I do that? No way. Not after what I saw. No way. I liked what I saw. I liked how the interpreter would talk to us. I liked the early entry. We had it to ourselves. Got a lot of great quality photos prior to the Sistine Chapel. That's my recommendation is buy your tickets in advance, early entry, go the whole 9 yards, get the breakfast. You won't regret it. If you're looking for a shoestring budget for two people, you can get in under 40. How that experience affects you, well, I wouldn't do it that way. So I hope that helped. I know there's a lot of other videos people do just specifically on, entrance into the Vatican. Do a little logistical research so you know where the entry point is. It's not in the front where that obelisk is. It's actually on, I would roughly say, if you're standing in the street and you're looking at the Vatican and you're looking at St. Peter's Basilica, you're looking at it. You can see it. It's going to be towards your right, going up towards your right. Outside the wall, actually, the wall of the perimeter of the city. That's where you go to get your ticket. If you are that, I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say anymore because it'll get confusing, but do a little logistical research, no matter how you buy your tickets, to where that entry point is. You're going to want to get there early in the morning. All right. Hope that helps out some people. Take care. Bye.